Morning, Piggy.
Morning. I was looking at the gas gauge. We're about one line above the hay.
Want to fill up this morning, or you want to wait and do it in the morning?
Might be best to see how we are when we get home.
Okay.
Maybe come out early.
Okay.
Unless we think we can do this afternoon and in the morning both. And
well, it'll put us down close to a quarter, so that'd be fine.
yeah. Oh me, oh my, oh. Well, it seems like a somewhat gloomy looking morning. It's been foggy. It rained last night. Stayed up late. Which I tend to do that anyway, but not as late as I did last night when I had to get up early the next morning.
Yeah.
Folks, YouTube, fun or business? Why not both? Think about it. YouTube, first and foremost, is a business. Like it or not, that's what it is. A lot of people have fun with it. A lot of miserable folks hate on folks that are having fun with it. Like any other hobby, you can make money off of it or not make money off of it. Your choice. It's something we just hadn't been done. Lane started hers because we put on her heart, well, you do this anyway, why not?
Mm-hmm.
It does several things. It chronicles her cooking. Makes for a way for people to get a recipe and to be able to follow it step by step. And
we got it. Yeah.
You know, it allows her to do other things like the cookbook she's done off of it. It's something to do. We're both forced retired because of disability, her medically, me 100% because of nerve damage. You know, we got the one income, which is mine, because they took hers when I got mine, saying I made too much. Well, there you go.
Well,
that's because of marriage. We hadn't got married, she'd still have hers.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think she likes me a little bit, and I know I like her a little bit, so we decided to make it a thing, got married. But she does the cooking anyways, and put on her heart, why not? And then from that, eventually, it evolved into me doing her other channel. Now, keep in mind what I just said there. Her other channel. I'm just the content. Now, I doubt, very seriously, that this channel will ever make any money. Short fat man just rambling on about anything and everything and all like that. Might bore you to tears, might not. Some people might get something out of it, most might not. Yeah, so I doubt it'll make anything unless I get into doing some merch and go that route with it. You know, which I've thought about, because I'm disabled, ain't doing nothing else nohow. You know, so why not? And you're going to do something with YouTube, it's inevitable that you might make some money. Hey, good deal. You occupy your time, you have a little fun with it, and hey, you make a little money with it too. Of course, that's also why a lot of people go into business, because they want to make a little money. You know, you ain't gotta. have money, but it helps.
Oh yeah, it helps.
Folks, money is just a tool.
Mr.
Now, if it
Coca-Cola.
was
Yeah.
doing it just because, doing it strictly for money, well, folks, there's easier ways to make a lot of money. But, you know, a lot of people joke about that $20 is $20. I don't necessarily want to be a $20 is $20, if you know what I mean. But I could. There's something else I could have got into. And I could have been banging a lot of money if I had wanted to trouble myself to go through that kind of trouble to do so. But if I had, I guarantee y'all wouldn't know me, wouldn't know about me, but I guarantee you I'd have been rolling in the dough.
He had never met me either.
Well, that's possible, but doubtful. We were meant to meet.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is, you two wouldn't have been on my radar.
Nope.
Because if I'd have went another route, like one friend had suggested for me to do, after a certain time and everything, and having the mindset of, you know, hating on women, like a lot of women like to seem to do to men these days. You know, kind of like, they'd rather meet a bear in the woods than a man. Folks, sorry, not sorry. But yeah, there's a lot of bad men out there, but trust me, there's some bad women out there too.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot more of them than you think there are too.
Oh yeah.
And that's why, you know, a lot of single men these days, or especially if they've been around the block a time or two, not that they're scared to get out there and date women, find a woman. It's their, like, why bother with it? You know, when it comes to certain things, they want a man to be a man. But all the rest of the time, they want to be more like a woman than a man. You know.
No, thank you.
But I'm not going to get into all that. Let's just say that, you know, if you bashing on men, why men this and why men that and all this, well, number one, you putting all men into a box. Y'all complain when men put y'all in a box.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so just realize that's a two-way street. Anyway, you go into business, you go into it to make money. You ain't doing it as a charity.
Maybe turning.
You ain't doing it just because, you know, you want to blow a whole lot of money on something that you ain't going to get nothing out of. Financially, you put yourself in financial harm's way because you want to do this thing. You know, you want to get a little something out of it. The fishing community, yeah, they spend a lot of money on fishing equipment, hunting and different things and all like that. Hey, that's their money. They've made it. They've got it to do it. More power to you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you want to do. Go out there and relax from the stresses of the job and whatnot. I get it. But you're doing something that you could potentially make money at, why not? Especially when you ain't got no money. And you kind of look for ways that you might can do something Dude, you want to ride my butt, I'll let you ride my butt. I'll go to speed limit.
He's been riding it for the longest.
Yeah, I think it's that little turd that didn't know what to do at the four-way back yonder. He wants to ride it, he can ride it. I ain't getting in a big hurry for him. Anyway, like I said, this channel, I doubt will ever make any money unless I decide to get into doing some merch. I've thought about it. I got to get into Bonfire and see what I can do with that. I hadn't done that yet. She gave me the information to get into it. I just ain't done it. I'm tired, folks. Y'all just don't know. You know, nerve damage, it takes it out of you. I ain't got no energy. But I might eventually. And if I do, I might make merch that way. That's a problem too. There's a lot that want merch, but there's very few who actually pay for merch. You set it up and do it and put it out there, there ain't nobody biting. And for a lot of folks, I understand it's, you ain't got the money.
Yeah. Well,
that's cool.
Yeah.
We're the same way. You know, they some that's got it, but don't want to spend it to get the merch. Yeah, you'll see hints all the time about hitting around about getting a little of this, getting a little of that. You know, so it's kind of hard to make any money that way too. Because unless it's just something that really gets out there to a lot of folks and is really appealing to a lot of folks, ain't nobody that's, whether they got money or not, going to spend the money to get it. But when a person goes into business, they're looking for a return on their investment. I mean, if you went and got into trades and doing stocks and stuff, you wouldn't spend all sorts of money on a stock and gamble on whether or not you're going to get a return. You're expecting a return. Whether that return is a positive or a negative remains to be seen. But you hope for a positive return.
Yeah.
And, you know, some stocks is just like going to Las Vegas, you're gambling. Well, you're doing the same thing when you go into business. You're gambling. And, but you're hoping that whatever product or service you provide will be something that's wanted, or at least you can get a part of that market so that you can make a little bit. And some folks can't do a whole lot with it because their knowledge of it ain't that great, but they put something out there and it's still enjoyable, whether it does anything or not, you know, remains to be seen. And there's other folks that know more about it, know how to do more with it, and they can do more with it, and they do more with it, but it's still not a guarantee that they'll get a return, positive return, on that investment of their, not just their money that they invest into doing it, but their time actually doing it. So it's a crapshoot, but it's still business.
Yep.
Any way you slice it, it's business. You know, if you're just doing stuff at home, you're still in business because you're in the business of trying to live and survive this life. It's still business.
Yep.
When you put your time and effort into something, you're expecting a return. Now that return might be monetary. It might just be getting oohs and ahs over whatever creation you have created. To each their own. But what if that turns into, you get a little money out of that? What's wrong with that? People go under the assumption that to do something for money is just to want money. Well, yeah, money helps. But there's a difference between getting and having money as a tool and the love of money. You know, I could refer back to what I was saying a while ago. If it was a love of money, you never know, I might have went the $20 route and done some other things to make a lot of money. A lot of money. And I could have, but I didn't. Didn't feel like messing with that. Didn't want the headache. Too many things could go wrong, and the penalties for things going wrong would be extreme. I just wasn't willing to take the risk on those kinds of things. A little hesitant there. You never know anymore if people are going to abide by the rules of the road or not, because whether they know the rules of the road or not. But there ain't nothing wrong with doing YouTube and doing it as a business, because it is a business. You're putting your time and effort into something. Why not make a little bit off of it? You might not get rich. You might not even get comfortable from it. But you might make a little bit and it helps. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, then there's some people, they've got the money already to invest in being able to do more with their videos. Adding music to it, buying drones, so they can put drone footage in there. Those things cost money. Am I mad at them for being jealous and envious because they got the money to buy all that stuff, add it all in, and they got the knowledge to be able to do it on top of that and everything? Well, no. They worked hard to get where they're at, to be able to have the money they've got to invest it in the video. I think it's great. Me and Elaine, we've been working the last 10 years to come up from nothing.
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing. I had a truck that didn't but half run. When I became disabled, it wasn't running. She didn't have a vehicle.
Nope. I had to sell mine.
When we first got together, with the vehicle she was driving belonged to others.
Yep.
That was able to allow her to use those vehicles. We had nothing. Well, between me getting a check from disability because I'm disabled, and her tenacity at managing the money, since then we have built up a little bit, and we've done bought and paid off one vehicle, and we're about to pay off a second vehicle, and looking into other things to come up. It's taking us some years. It's going to take us some more years. But we can make a little bit off of YouTube. That'll add to it.
Mm-hmm.
Her channel hits 5K, that's going to bring in a little more money. If I can do the merch side of it, that'll bring in a little bit more money. And we can come up a little bit and maybe have a little something. We don't own our home, much less have it paid off. Some folks do.
Mm-hmm.
And some folks have the money to do pretty much whatever they want to within the realm of their physical abilities, that we can't, because we don't have the money to do it. We got enough to survive and do what we are doing. Barely that. So why not look into something that could make a little money? It ain't about getting rich, doing it just for the money. Doing it to get her set up in case something happens to me. And so that maybe we can do a little something other than just sit at the house and survive. Piggy loves you.